Hi, welcome back to the channel. This is where I ask you to hit the bell, like, and sub. But what you didn't know is I have a Discord, and we stream on Twitch, where we talk and do things music and production. All the links are in the description, down there. I'd like to start this week off with something a little fun. I'm a big movie buff. I love movies, and I also love rock and metal. So we are here to check out some of the best representation that we can find. Chat's gonna help us rate some of these, and we'll put them in a fun little list, you know? So I wanna start here. We're gonna let chat get this one going. I'm gonna play this clip. This is my favorite scene, believe it or not, is the opening to School of Rock. And come on, Jack Black is one of the leading representations of rock and metal in movies, and the guy constantly puts it out there. He's a musical genius. I love this close-up shots of Jack Black on the stage, just for this little scene. I love that part, dude. Imagine filming this scene. This had to have been so fun. Just act ridiculous on stage. Best representation of metal right in front of you. This is why I'm gonna give this a high rating. This is my 10 out of 10. Because this is the real world.
Nobody caught me.
Nobody caught me. That was lame. Okay, we got School of Rock. Overall, did it give me a yeah, we 9.5 out of 10. You cannot really go wrong with Jack Black. Okay, there's my first one. Now, while we're on Jack Black, we're gonna let you guys enjoy this one and let the. Oh, wait, I scooped it up here. Here we go. You know this one. You remember this? This came out a while ago.
You can take Cage back to hell.
What? Trust me, Cage. It's the only way. What are you talking about?
To be your little bitch.
Fine.
Yeah, if no one knows, the devil's being played by Dave Grohl right now. God, look at the prosthetics he's got on his arms. Oh no. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. Not as good to me as School of Rock, but this is just like a traditional tribute. So yeah, so that's Tenacious D, Pick a Destiny. Now we're getting a few more out here. If you don't know me, I am a hardcore Jim Carrey fan. You guys know where we're going with this one. Cannibal Corpse, baby.
Excuse me, is Frank here? Thank you.
Yeah. Now, does anyone know that there is a deleted scene version of this? I want to show you this because if you haven't seen it, you won't find this on most versions of this movie. There's a TV version where they did include the deleted scene where he actually goes on stage. There's a scene where he goes and talks to the scientist guy. He comes back out and there's another scene. I got a date with your mothers!
I love music. I love every kind of music, but recently I've really started to get into this thrash metal music.
I don't know why he says it thrash.
I don't know, there's something about it, man, that I just can't let go. And I thought, you know, someday this guy's gonna want to slow down and do some duets. You don't bring me flowers.
Prime Jim Carrey is Ace Ventura. Peak Jim Carrey. This one I love because there's something special about this clip. This is Wayne's World 2. This is Wayne's World 1, sorry. I got them confused because Wayne's World 1, they originally wanted to get Aerosmith on it, but they couldn't get it, so they got Alice Cooper. And then they got actually Aerosmith in Wayne's World 2. I saw this movie as a kid. I'm like 8, 9, 10 years old. I thought this was the most badass thing I ever saw. Not that I knew better.
Just good looking, start a little fire. Baby, start cooking, I'm a hungry man.
They should do a modern Wayne's World. No, you can't, you can't do that. That's like doing Austin Powers over. You can't do it. Mike Myers is too iconic. It's like redoing Ace Ventura. Like, no, just don't. This clip here is important because this demonstrates so much about metal musicians. If you've ever met a metal musician, especially from the most brutal bands that you've ever heard, what happens when you meet them? They are like the biggest teddy bears ever, the most intellectual people, the nicest people ever. So these guys, Wayne and Garth, just got done watching them rip up on stage. And then watch this.
Alice, is this cool?
Yeah, come on in.
Sorry to bother you, but we had to come and tell you how much we really enjoyed the show, didn't we, Garth? We're not mental or anything, so don't be afraid.
We're not mental,
meet you
so
guys.
don't be afraid.
So, do you come to Milwaukee often?
Milwaukee has certainly had its share of visitors. The French missionaries and explorers were coming here as early as the late 1600s to trade with the Native Americans.
Does this guy know how to party or what? Huh? Huh? We gotta get going.
No. Stick around. Hang out with us.
We got to end on the classic.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Alice holds out his hand to kiss. I love it. That's classic. I think it's a great representation of how misunderstood metal musicians can be. So moving down my list, this one's a short one. It's probably gonna get a small rating, but it was kind of funny. Dee Snider doing a Twisted Sister music video shoot during Pee-wee's Big Adventure. The driver gets out. Good stunt. Yeah. So that's all that was. But for some reason, it popped in my head because I remember seeing that movie a long ass time ago. Someone called this one out earlier.
This is a top to, what we use on stage, but it's very, very special because if you can see, the numbers all go to 11. What we do is if we need that extra push over the cliff, you know what we do?
Put it up to 11.
11, exactly.
Good logic. I think, yeah, everyone knows that one. That's a classic one. Just that kind of like that blunt ignorance sometimes that we get. Anyone know Aqua Teen Hunger Force? It's funny because we were talking about Mastodon earlier today.
It's a groovy time for a movie time.
You can't beat my meat for a special treat.
Be a good neighbor and follow these rules.
Their faces. On eBay? That was intense, especially for an old video. So that was Aqua Teen Hunger Force with a Mastodon guest feature. I never watched Aqua Teen Hunger Force that much, but I do remember seeing that scene before. A lot of people have seen Back to the Future. Not everyone has. It is an older movie and not one that has been remade. Thank goodness. There's a few bits of rock 80s metal representation in this movie, but I feel like no scene did better than this one, especially because of all the clashing of references in one. If you're a nerd like me, you'll catch all the references. The little wire headphones, the little metal flexing Van Halen. But they make it sound so gnarly in this scene.
My name is Darth Vader.
I just love how he just blasts him with Van Halen, which at the time was like loud and heavy. And I love the Star Wars, Star Trek mix-up. It was just too good. If you haven't seen the movie Rockstar, this is another good one. This is a movie based off of the story of the Reaper joining Judas Priest. And that was a loose adaptation of what happened. They wrote a whole new fictional story. But there's some great things to note about this. One, the drummer is Jason Bonham of Steel Dragon in the movie. The drummer is Jason Bonham, John Bonham's son from Led Zeppelin. And so he plays the drummer in this. And then the lead guitar player is Zakk Wylde, who's now with Pantera. And then there's a surprise cameo from Miles Kennedy in this clip here where he brings him up on stage. Yeah, Miles Kennedy is a beast of a vocalist. That was a great movie. A lot of fun moments in that one. I think it's a classic for anyone who likes movies. It's a little bit of like, they got a little bit of the love story in it, but like it's fun to watch, you know, a reenactment of like the 80s chaos and stuff like that. I'm going to give this one a solid 8 out of 10 because Rockstar is like a staple for movies, and I feel like Mark Wahlberg had a lot of fun doing this one. I'm an easy pleaser when it comes to movies. And I thought the soundtrack for this scene was perfect in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. No joke with Kid Rock's Bawitaba, but it just fucking worked. I'm a sucker for these movies just because they're so outrageous and ridiculous and not real.
Oh, well.
And that's how you go to prison.
Guess I got a new date for prom.
Oh, boy getting pissed. Boy getting pissed. Oh. 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 Oh, God, that looks like it hurt. It's such the smack, that cut with the camera behind the fucking pipe, you know what I mean? You just see it as if it's gonna split. That riff adds tension somehow. It's just that perfect mid-scoop power chord riff. Okay. Now, we've mentioned Jim Carrey before. Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
World Domination Playlist.
He brought back the old bend the leg and play it like a guitar thing. It was a great clip. It was super short. All right. You knew this one was coming, guys. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but you knew this was coming.
Christy, this is from you.
Ew. I do think it's fair to say, from a general standpoint, that it helped metal in general come back to the mainstream view. And then it gave bands much more extreme, like Lorna Shore and other bands, gave them an avenue to be heard more. Does that make sense? So we got Anthrax Party at the Bundys. Yo, I did not know about this. She's like rapping the chord to get closer to him or something. Oh no. Damn! Yeah, Metallica was in The Simpsons. This is what you guys do, right? This is what you all do at home? You guys seem to like that one a little better than the Metallica feature. Suffocation on the History Channel commercial.
Everything they know from the marauding Visigoth warriors, you know, the Dark Age. What? The Dark Ages! The Dark Ages!
Okay, dude, Suffocation, that was quick, but we all know how many people watch the History Channel? Everyone over 40, right? I think we just exposed Suffocation to the older crowd. I think that's kind of a win. And that was like force feeding too. You can't just skip a commercial when you're watching TV. Yeah, the Scotty doesn't know. Yeah, this one's classic. It's safe. Okay, cool. I'll pull it up. This is very cringe. Anything pop punk or like skate punk or whatever in movies can come off very cringe. I want to play the whole song, but I think we've seen this clip a million times on like looper videos and stuff like that. Guys, this is like how everyone needs to wake up in the morning. That wasn't the wake up call. This is. Yeah, that's how you wake up in the morning. Yeah, I'm gonna give this one because I fucking love this movie. There we go. So Rammstein and How High is gonna give us a 10 out of 10. Woo! I wish I had a more organized way to do this. Maybe in the future we'll have a fun way to put this together. But let's just see what we got here. We got 10 out of 10. We got a 9.6 Jim Carrey in general, I think. I think Jim Carrey is just repping us pretty well on the metal side. Then we got School of Rock, it looks like. 8.5, 8.5. So we got Wayne's World and Suffocation kind of tied, right? And then we got 2 7 out of 10, 3 7 out of 10s. We got this one, the Anthrax one. Oh, I forgot the Pantera one, my bad. 8 goes right there. This goes to 11. Oh, that was a top one too. Sorry, missed that one as well. Kind of tied. Not bad. It's a bummer though, isn't it? It kind of just shows you how little we have that representation of metal. I think we have to fix that somehow. Maybe we just need to make our own movie. I'm sorry, this is not like the most clean and cool, fancy looking thing, but it's a fun little list. I'm gonna drop this entire list that you can read down below. If I missed something, tell us what we're missing. Drop a link or a clip of something that we missed. And don't forget to hit the sub, like, bell, and we do Twitch and Discord. All the details are down there in the description below.